Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Burning question time again. People have asked, why did I change my bed from the way it was to up and down? Well, I did have it up and down at first. I said I needed a change, so I got rid of that idea, and then I put it side to side. Chrome said, if you buy certain size boxes, which I did, you can put them underneath and it'll free up a lot of room, which it did. So then things came in. I always had an idea of the way it is now, and since I put in the window and stuff like that, like it's a waste of space if I put my head up against the window because I can't really see out. So I decided to put the bed north to south, or whatever you call it, and yeah, so that way when I get up, because of my conditions, when I get up I can turn aside, put my feet down, look out the window, and if I wanted to have a coffee or something, I can see what's on the side of my van. And then I needed a place to cook, so when Andy designed it, like, he asked me all these questions and I said, this is what I want, this is what I like to do, and he came up with this idea I got now, and that's exactly what I want. So basically I sit on the edge of the bed, I can pull out the drawer, eat there, I can put my burner there, I can cook there. Underneath the table is my cooking utensils and my food, and I have that whole counter, and underneath that counter I can open it up and there's my fridge. And that's why I changed it from the way it was, the way it is. Well, I've always had dogs. There's a couple of times that I've had cats, but not because of me, it's because of my partner at the time. So, and the last one, I did have a cat, but we called it Mikey. I wouldn't say it's my cat, but I got along with it very well. Anyways, before that, I used to always have, I had 4 boxers at one time, and then 3 of them got taken away, went back to the person that gave them to me in the first place. And I had a lab retriever. Yeah, it was a retriever, but it was also part lab, so I had that. Her name was Jamie Lee. I used to call her JL, but I love Jamie Lee. And my last boxer was Roscoe, and I loved him too. He had a few issues, and and plus I had a few issues with my heart and stuff, and he needed to be let out a lot, and it was hard for me to do that at times and walk, and because of my heart conditions and stuff. Anyways, I ended up going to the hospital one time for a regular appointment. They said, you're not leaving, and I said, hey, man, I gotta go back with my dog. Anyways, when I went back, dog pooed everywhere. I don't blame him. And I made a decision right then and there. It's not right for the dog to have to go through this just because I'm unhealthy. So, and I never know when things are going to happen. So that's why I don't have a dog. Not because I wouldn't want one, because I don't think I could properly take care of it. So trying to be responsible and everything else, that is why I don't have a dog. Next burning question is, what kind of hurdles does a diabetic have living in a van? Well, you pretty much got to make up your own rules. Yeah, I've always been a fighter all the way through my life. I've never really listened to anybody. Sometimes people can attest to that now that I don't listen too well. But hurdles, well, if it was up to the doctors and stuff, live a normal life, whatever they call normal, go live in the house, go whatever, do your appointments all the time, blah, 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 blah. And, well, I don't do that. I live in a van, I'm aware that it's not good for me to drive all the time or to sit in the seat all the time, but this is where I live, this is my house, this is what I do. So I have to adjust that. My sugars are a little up and down because most diabetics are 8, 12, and 5. That's when they eat. consistently. And well, we all know I get up at like 9, I eat at 3, and I eat at probably at 8 o'clock at night, and I don't go to bed till 2. So that's out the window. So I do what I can. Like, it could be better, it could be worse, but I do what I can. And I have aches and pains like everybody else, but I do what I can. Obviously, I make appointments, and I try to, go through with them all, because I still want to stay alive, and that's the thing. But is this a great lifestyle for a diabetic? Probably not. It could be better or more, but maybe on the weekend or something. But I don't know. I just know that this is what I want to do. So I've always been this way, so they have to catch up to me. Anyways. Burning question. Last one. People have asked me, what's your advice to new van dwellers? Well, make sure this is what you want, because it's not always pretty. I mean, it's great, don't get me wrong, but you have ups and downs. Like, well, look, I bought a heater, I fixed my heater, and it's still kapooty on me. So, it all depends where you are. You're going to have to sort of like adapt to that stuff. And not everything is blonde hair and nice legs and a tan that live in these vans, and they're not always out in sunshine. I was watching the other day, somebody put a picture out. My fantasy, they were living on the beach, and my reality, they were living in a parking lot. I mean, it has its times. I've been to beautiful, beautiful spots in British Columbia all the way across Canada. I have. And they're not always, and you can live in the bush if you want to too, like Chrome does, Emmy does. I don't know about Joseph right now, but they travel out there and they do their thing, right? And that's the thing. You can do that. Nothing wrong with that. But sometime or other, you're going to have to come back into the city, and you're going to have to stay there for a day or two. Or like me, I have appointments. That's the only reason why I came back here. I have appointments. I had things I had to check up on. I had mail, etc., etc. So you got to be a little bit adaptable. And, that crap can hit the fan. Yes, sir. One thing goes, another thing goes. You've heard me say it before. I fix something in the back, something in the front goes. Then vice versa. So you got to be adaptable. That does not mean that you cannot live in a van. It just means that think hard. I mean, it's not always easy, but it is fun. I mean, like, man, look at the people. Just for me, instance, I didn't want to do this YouTube stuff. Here I am. Look at the people and support and love that I have from people. All these people out here. I mean, today I was at McDonald's, and as I was sitting there eating, somebody drove by and yelled out my name, "Hey, Jeffy Bear!" And I'm like, holy, like that stuff, man, that's fantastic. I've never felt better. And people are always supporting me, always, telling me stuff, suggesting things, useful hints. It's been great. And, and all the people I met, like from Chrome, Emmy, Joseph, Mark, the paint guy, a few other Marks I've met, my friend Brent. There's a lot of people, a lot more. And if I missed your name, I apologize. It's not intentional. But there's a lot of people out there that have my back and support me. And that's what I would tell, find some people. They don't always want to be around you like all the time, 24/7, but find some people that when you see, you can have a little meetup with them and just sit there and talk, or maybe sleep on the side of the road, around each other. I mean, I do that all the time with Chrome. I do that all the time. I used to do that all the time with like Joseph, Emmy, and Mark. Do that all the time. So you get some people, and you go out and you look, and you just enjoy life while you got it. Because, we all get old. I know I'm a test to that. We all get old, and then this time's going to be gone. So jump on board if you can. I love you all.